Hey, and what's up guys, welcome to another video. Today's video we're talking about the brand new Aquario Diffusers, and full disclosure, this video is not sponsored. When I saw them online, I bought them. I immediately placed the order because they're going to blow your mind. If you know the Aquario Diffusers, this is the next level upgrade. So let's kick in the intro, and after the intro I will show you everything what's new about them, and especially this super long one, what is so special about it. Product that I already like a lot and I'm using in many of my aquariums just got a lot better. So over here we have the new one. And what is new about this diffuser? First of all, if we compare them side by side, this whole bottom section, so let's get them on the same height, like same level of the ceramic disc. So if you see it like here, they are on the same height, but this is a lot more compact, so you can get a lot closer to the ground of your aquarium. And yeah, this whole bendy thing just doesn't look nice. This is so much more accurate and nicer. This tubing thing got a whole lot longer, and I really like that because, I mean, who has a small aquarium like this? I guess no one. Maybe the mini complete tank, but usually you have at least, you know, like a decent sized aquarium, so this length makes a lot more sense to me. You get more of the tubing, this acrylic tube here, and just a little piece of the silicone tube. A little help if we have a close-up look on the tips here. So the old one has been just cut, the new one it's like more narrow towards the tips. It's just a lot easier to slide on the silicone tube for the CO2. So all in all, those are great improvements. They're again available in the same sizes. This is small, this is medium, and there is a large one available. I don't use the large one. Those are fine for most of my needs because they're so efficient with the tiny bubbles that go all over the aquarium. You really don't need a large surface area in this diffuser. So the old design is also available with a long tube and in the extended version. But for me, I don't want this anymore. I just want this one, the brand new, with a very shallow bottom part. Now let's have a look on the extended version, like why is this so long? First things first, this looks ridiculously long. Let me take it out so you see this. This is like way too long for an aquarium, but hey, wait for it. We have in here this tiny little piece of rubber, and this thing can go inside, but why? Well, let me just put it inside first. So this goes inside, and what this is going to allow, we can heat up with a lighter. We're going to heat up that acrylic and we're going to band it. And because this rubber thingy is inside, it's going to kind of protect the tubing from melting or whatever, you know, like, so you get the CO2 still through the tube, and then you can pull out that black string. And I don't know, it feels a little bit awkward. I just paid like 25 euros or dollars for that diffuser, and to, I don't know, melt it with my lighter feels a little bit weird. So you get two test tubes in the package. So we're going to test the bending first, how it works, get a little bit used to it, and then actually bend this real diffuser to the size or the length that I need for my small UNS desktop nano aquarium. So the bending process works like this. You take the tubing, so I suggest you take one of the small tubings that, you know, for testing that are provided, and then you insert this black rope, insert it inside. And then you need a lighter, and I recommend using a lighter that is something like this, just slightly larger in size. You have a button that you can press firmly, not the flimsy small one, because it takes a while to heat it up. So then you turn on the lighter, and then you move back and forth over the area where you want to warm up the acrylic, and also you kind of rotate the diffuser back and forth so it kind of heats up equally on all sides. And as soon as you see it starts bending by itself, by its own weight, then you're good to bend it and hold it for like 10 seconds. Of course, no more fire needed. Let the acrylic cool down and kind of fix the same position that you want. And yeah, I did it twice off camera. Here a little test. And I have to say, after doing it twice, I start feeling confident, because now the next step is to take the large one and to check the height I need in my small nano tank and then actually bend it. Let's get my nano tank over here, measure the height and then bend it, and then have the ultimate CO2 diffuser that's kind of made to fit, perfectly fits inside the nano tank. Let's get the tank here. So, here is the beauty. Let me put it like here. I know you cannot see too much inside the tank and there is no water inside yet. It's been running all the time since I set it up as a dry start. So I just not going into detail about this tank. There will be a dedicated video about it, so watch out for this. For the purpose of bending, you go inside and you think, okay, where do I want it to be? Somewhere like here, very close to the ground would be really cool, and this is where I want it to be. So I know for myself I have to bend it somewhere here. I could do like an optical marking here, but let's just take it out. If I put it on the paper here, where it comes with, it's right about the Aquario logo. So when it's aligned at the bottom, it's right here, somewhere around the Aquario logo where I need to bend it. So we don't need that tank anymore. Let's put it aside. Whoop. Bending now the Aquario diffuser. So you see I'm rotating it, moving my lighter left and right, and I'm going to bend it over. Nope, that wasn't warm enough. Let's heat it up a little bit more. That was a little fail. I see the problem. It sticks here against the ground, but we're already there. We already bended it to the right length. As you see, I can get inside the tank and it's very close to the ground. So I'm just going to rotate the tank like this. Take it more to the back so I can go really deep here and really low, I mean, and actually bend this very close to the glass, because I don't want this to be this weird V shape. Okay, now it's really soft, bringing it inside and bending it around the corner of the glass. A lesson learned here is if it goes wrong the first time, it's not wasted. You can still reheat it and reband it. I think this little band is not too bad. It stays in place securely. I don't know, I could go crazy about it and try to make it perfect, but guys, literally what we want is that it is close to the ground, that it holds itself, and yeah, it's as close to the glass inside the tank as possible. And we definitely have achieved it here, and now we only have to pull out this rubber string and clean up the acrylic a little bit. You can make it a little bit wet and then scrub off all the smoke from the fire. And I have to say the color does change a little bit, so the acrylic becomes a little bit like smoky, but that's okay. We're not taking macro shots of it for that purpose, but it goes inside and it sits well and secure in position how I wanted it to be. The next step would be to decide where I have to shorten it from the bottom, but that is something for another video. Definitely do the testing first, measure the length that you need, and then in one go it works quite well. And yeah, I think I'm quite happy with the result. And if you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate if you would share it with your friends, give me a thumbs up and comment down below if you think this is a cool idea. If you're looking forward to get one of these, I really like it. I can even see bending the shorter ones, because as soon as you have that rubber thing, you can bend any of these. But the short type with this slightly extended one, it could be bended, so it sits somewhere like here, quite tall when you have the outlet of your filter, so it's close to the outlet, and then you bend this one, so you don't have to buy specifically the extra long one. If you already have this black tube, then you can also bend the smaller ones. Okay guys, that's it for that video. I hope you liked it. My kind of, I don't know, chemistry here, lessons with bending acrylic pipes. It was fun for me, and I'm quite happy with the result. And yeah. If you liked the video, just give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet, and comment down below what you think about this new diffusers. And I'm gonna see you in the next one. Maybe in this one, when we do a review of this tank. Because all the carpeting plants is spread around, there is moss growing everywhere on the rocks, lots and lots of cool small stuff, so definitely check out the update.